Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Twisted Paper Studio. How are you? It's Tuesday, day 63 of the 100-day craft project. Thank you for joining me. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Twisted Paper Studio. My name is Donna. I've been reading these garden dragons in the beginning of my videos, just as a reminder of some of the words that they have on the card. And I just shuffle them up a little bit and read them. If we get the same one that we did yesterday, it's okay. Maybe we just needed to be reminded of it. This is the eggplant dragon, and the word we're going to be reminded of today is fun. How cute. So let's read what the artist for this is Stanley Morrison, and it's the Field Guide to Garden Dragons. And I was told by a few people that you can get this on, I believe it's on Amazon. It's just a little fun and just reminders of some words, and the dragons are made of all kinds of fruit and vegetables, and they're garden dragons. And really, the metaphor that the artist is using is taking the real eggplant and then making something fun of it. So here, not making fun of it, but making something funner to learn from. So the habitat of the eggplant dragon is preferring low-lying plants. You will find this animal in climates that are hot and humid. Cold, dry areas do not allow this dragon to thrive. While they do like to congregate with their own kind, there is a definitive need for space between them. Nests that are closer than 2 feet apart will cause squabbles among this typically mild-tempered creature. So it's talking about growing eggplant. But let's read what the mystical meaning is. It for fun. Okay. Heads turn when this radiant purple beauty shows up. It can be a harbinger of fun surprises on the way. Look for the hidden happiness coming your way. This aubergine darling thinks you need to be shaken out of your complacency. If fun seems almost extinct in your world, start watching for those who share your exuberance. Maybe the next time you go for a walk in the park, take a ride on the swings too. I think that's a good advice. Okay, so let's put this away, and till tomorrow. And let's see. I'm going to start my timer. I am doing shorter videos now through the 100-day project, but plan on resuming back. Well, we'll see when the 100-day project has ended. Beautiful blessings to Kelly Hards, and beautiful blessings to Haystack Creations. Beautiful blessings to... I'm trying to look for some new names here, because there are new names. And beautiful blessings to Sun Dragon Cards. Well, Jennifer, I know you. But beautiful blessings to you. Thank you so much for commenting on my channel. It's such a pleasure to see the comments and the likes and to get to know my viewers. It really is. Today we're going to work with a Little Golden's book. And I figured, let's see. I'm going to do, what am I going to do? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the papers for the signature. I had them over here, and then I put stuff on them. So I have some digitals printed out from Roxy Creations. It's her French Chateau kit. I love her work. If you haven't yet seen her, or you're new to my channel and you're new to junk journaling, you should go over and give her a look-see. A lot of us crafters learn a lot from each other, and she's one of my very big inspirations. Let's see. I'm going to get out some... I had some dyed papers in here. I'm just taking a look to see what I have. Okay, and then maybe some book page. let's see what I have. I always have plenty, you guys. I always have plenty. I'll just take some out. I'm probably not going to use them all. I'm just going to take some out so I have it in my reach. So how are all of you? I hope you're all well. Today's a nice day outside. I'm going to get some videos done and get myself into town so that I can upload them. Now let's see. So now I had some of these and they worked well with the size. That works good. I don't even know what I have there. They are already printed back and front. I used a bunch of her kits, you guys. I used her letters, maybe even some of mine. No, they're hers. This is hers. All of Rachel at Roxy Creations. I think that this, though, is Heather's. Heather at Ruby and Pearl. Okay, let's see. I like all these. I like 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be good. And maybe this one. Okay. So I have five pieces of digital here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I'm a bad counter, you guys. I hope everyone is well. I think I asked that already. I'm gonna repeat myself. It's okay. Talking and doing crafts, you repeat yourself sometimes. And then other times you forget what you said completely. Who's with me? I know you're with me. If you make videos, you're with me. Okay, let's see. I have some of these ones. I don't know if they're together. Oh, they are. All right. And maybe that one. That's good. And then how about some of these? I might have to cut these down. Let me see how much we have here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we'll do some of these. And I'll just fold them over like that. And then I'll trim them down. They might have to be trimmed down. I'll take a look. And this is basically how I pick out papers. I'll give you a look to see what I did behind, but sometimes I don't even look. Sometimes I just let the printer, sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. If I really don't like a double page that I did, I'll use one of them for collage. That's basically it. Most times I just go with what prints out of my printer. And I really like the way, I really like that fun concept of things. You get a surprise. You definitely get a surprise. Okay, so let's put these together. But wait, I wanted to see if my plain papers are going to fit in here. Okay, they're not. So I need to just chop off a little bit. So let me get my chopper. I'm going to just go ahead and take a look here. We got to chop off about 1 inch, I guess. So I'm going to do this by eye. And that should be good. Okay, good. That's good. And then I'll save those bits too because they'll be good for something else. I'll take this side off. Okay. All right, let's take a look now and put this, we're just gonna do one little signature here today. Let me see how I'm gonna put this together. Now this needs some reinforcement, doesn't it? All right, let me take a look at these first. Maybe I'll use this to reinforce them. Maybe. We'll see. I'll put that in there. And there. And maybe here. Like that. And I like this yellow with this yellow. Maybe we'll do this. Put that there. And there. I think we'll wait on this one. I need to reinforce these though. So let's see how I'm going to do that. Well, this one's not so bad. I don't want it to be too heavy. Maybe I'll just do one little piece like that. I don't want it to be too heavy in the book. Sometimes when you glue on pieces of paper, it gets heavy when it's not the same. When it's not the same thickness or weight. So I'll just cover that hole right there, just like that. There we go. And then this one, this one is actually on the glue. So I'll just, let me see. Maybe I'll just take another piece of paper like this, because it's kind of the same weight. And I'll just go ahead and make like a makeshift, a makeshift little binding. It's the same weight, so therefore it will be better on the paper. It will be better because the paper won't distort, if you understand what I mean. I had a book where I did one and the paper was heavier, and it was, when you opened and closed it, this was too stiff, but I think this will be fine if you use the same weight of paper. So we'll just go ahead and do that. And I'm just gonna glue on here. And of course, I might have to cut it off, but that's okay. At the bottom. My rip is not straight, so I'm gonna make it straight with this paper. There we go. And we'll do this one. And I'll just glue it up on this side. Like that. And I'll put this down over here. There we go. We'll let that open dry a minute because maybe I'll glue this up because I glued too much in the middle there. So let me let it dry a second. Okay, my children are texting me. I'm going to be leaving to go to them. I'm happy to go and see them. Okay, so let's get a tissue. So we'll help that glue dry just a little bit faster. Like that. Okay, and there we go. Now it's not so tough. And it opens and closes because it's the same weight of paper. It's, even though it's a different language, but it's the same weight of paper. Okay, so I think I'll put this one right here. Like that. And then I'll find some place to put that one. In here somewhere. How about even one here. Gotta reorganize things. And it's okay to do that until you get what you want. It certainly is. And we'll put this one right here. And you can also stagger them so that your pages are at different heights in your book. Give something to the eye to look at. There. I like that. That looks pretty nice. Okay, let me just see if this is going to cover. I think it is. Yeah, it is. Good. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and bind it. Let's see. I'm going to actually cut off this portion. So let me check to see the size of here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exactly 6 inches. Let me just make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I have to get it right on the line there. So I'll go ahead and do that now. And this thing cuts through anything. Let me tell you, it does. Cut through that. Okay. And now I'm going to, I'm not even sure this was the same book. It might have been. It might have been. Okay, now I'm going to get my marks. Where I want my holes to be. Let me look for my pen. Well, I just had it because I wrote on there. So what did I do with it? Woe is me. Oh, here it is. It's right. If it was any closer, it would have bit me, you guys. Okay. So maybe I'll do it on the inside. So I know this is 8 because I tested it before to see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So I'm going to start with my middle. And then I'm going to go 1.5 over. And then 1/2 and then 1 over. All right. I'm going to do the same thing over here. 1.5 over. And then 1/2 and 1 over, like that. So I made my little pen marks. Hopefully I could see them when I go to, oh wait, this one, I gotta mark like a line through it so I could see it. I do the same thing on this one. And I'm gonna go find my middle, which I know is here. Now make my mark and do 1.5 over, and then 1/2 and 1 over. And do the same thing here, 1.5 over, and then 1/2 and 1 over. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to take my tool using the big side. I need to see how far in I want the hole to go. So yeah, I think I want it about there. I'm going to make sure it's tight. And I'm just going to go ahead and punch it. So it's going to be the same on each side. It'll be the same size hole. And the same width in depth. The depth in. I'm gonna clean it out each time, that's okay. Okay, and last one on this side. There we go. Okay, so now we have our holes on the back, and now we're gonna do our holes on the front. So I'm gonna go right in, and now it'll be the same depth on each side, because we measured first and we have that little thing locked in. see. What's going on here? I don't know. Okay. It didn't open. Hold on. I never had this happen before. There we go. My goodness. I always feel like I'm being punked in my studio. Alright. And then here. And then here. Alright. Now we have our cover, our back, and now we have our papers. So what I'm going to do for my papers is this. I'm going to put the same amount of holes in there as I did here, but I'm actually going to clip them together. All together this way so that I could see from the top and the bottom. So I'm clipping them all together like that. So I want to see in here where the depth is to my center signature. That's what I want to see. So I'm going to check in my holes to see that this goes past the depth into my center, and it does. So that's going to work perfectly. So now I'm going to take my cover and make sure that it sits right in here like that, which it does, and I'm going to make my little marks on here with my pen. And I'm going to do the same thing to my signature that I did to the book. So I'm going to just go in deeper, deep. You want to be in the same depth and put it through. I'm going to do the next one. Put it through. And I'm going to do the next one. Whoopsie. The next one. There we go. Oop, got some paper stuck in there. I'm going to do the next one. Almost done. And the last one. There we go. And now they should all line up just like that in your book. Okay, so now I'm going to find my needle. Hold on. I need my needle. Okay. I have my needle, and you could use anything you want to bind this up. The trick I would say to do is to not have it so tight. I'm going to do that now. I'll show you. Wherever you start in the binding is where you can tie your bow. So if you start at the bottom, you could tie your bow at the bottom. If you start at the top, you can tie your bow at the top. So, oh, are these small? Oh, I thought this was big. Okay. What happened? They gypped me. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to put this in here. This is Sorry Silk. And it's really small. It's not the thick piece. I hope it works because I never used this before. So, I'm going to start at the top. I'm just going to go through everything. And I'm going to leave some. I'm going to leave some dangling like that. Oh, well, you know what? It doesn't really quite matter. It doesn't matter. Oh, this better go through. I'll be sad. It's where the... Okay, it is. Okay, so, I'm sorry. You know, I got it wrong. It's okay, I'm only human. I'm only human. Wherever you start, yeah, no, I have it right. Oh, just go with me. We're just going to do this, okay? Just go with me. I can do it, but I can't talk about it. I can. I can. All right, so now I'm going to come back down. You're just going to do it like you're tying a shoe. Yeah, so this is going to be closed because it's like you're tying a shoe. All right, so I want to do it with the bow at the top. So bear with me. I'm going to take it out. Right, it's just like you're tying a shoe. Remember that, you guys. Okay. So I'm going to do this at the top then. I mean at the bottom. I'm going to start at the bottom. Don't mind me. I'm just silly Willy. I know what I want. I just can't always explain it the right way. And sometimes it takes me a few minutes to do it again. Okay. We're starting from the bottom because I want my bow at the top. There we go. That's better. That's a better analogy. Just like tying a shoe. Okay. And, I mean, I made this up, so it's not like I can go watch a tutorial anywhere. I did this. Okay. I have to watch my own tutorial. Okay. It might be too much, but that's okay. We'll bring some back. Now, we're going to go in here and we're going to weave through. You can start in the front or the back. It doesn't really matter as long as you weave through. So however you start, if you come in through the front, you want to make sure that you do that up your whole book. So we're coming through the front. So I'm bringing it around and I'm going to come through the front. And I'm going to put it in these holes, just like this. I'm going to do it again. Come through the front. And then I'm going to do it again and come through the front. Okay, so now I have my lace at the top. I'm going to bring this down like that, just so that it's where I need it to be. Just like a shoe, you guys, just like a shoe. Bring it down, bring it down. Not too tight. Don't do it too tight. Okay, now I'm gonna kind of measure. I'm gonna take, and it's okay if I go over a little bit. It's fine. I'm gonna make sure I have enough. And now I'm gonna start again at the bottom. I'm gonna thread this through. This needle is a tapestry needle, I believe. Somebody told me that. And you can find them anywhere. They're in all the craft stores. Okay, so now I'm going to use this long piece that we didn't do yet, and I'm going to go through the back now. So I'm going to come in and just go through the back. You want to make sure that you don't pierce the threads at all with the needle. Just go around it. Oops, I'm sorry. Did I hit the camera? My apologies, you guys. Well, let me fix it. Okay. And we're going to do this again and go through the next hole. Just going through the hole. You don't want to poke through the fabric. Whatever you're using to bind it. Just through the hole. I'm going to do it again. And it went through. It went through the fabric, you guys, but you'll get it. It'll go through. It'll do it without going through. And then I'm going to come through again. So this time I went in with, I poked myself. I went in through the back of the book instead of going through the front. I'll get it, don't worry. Okay, hold on one second. Because I poked myself. So I'm requiring a little bit of doctor assistance here. So Dr. Donna is on staff. Don't you worry. I have a drawer full of Band-Aids because I do this all the time. Okay. Now I don't want to get anything on the pretty little book. Okay. There we go. All mended. Okay. So now we have the bow at the top. Well, the strings, the tails are at the top. Let's take this out here. And I'm just going to open it up because it's like a little corset binding here. Isn't it so pretty? I'm going to fix it all so that it all looks good. It's all matching. It's all in its place. Like that. Look how pretty, you guys. And then we want to make sure that it's not too tight, that everything opens. So let's go ahead and take these out because now it's binded. Okay, and we'll go ahead and play with this so that it's not too tight. And of course, you know, it will loosen. It will loosen. It's got to get used to. It's got to get used to what you just did. So maybe down here is a little bit too tight. So I'm just going to loosen it just a tiny bit because the top seems looser. So I'm going to bring some down. Not too loose, but a little bit so that there's play. And here we go. There we go. That's better. And here we go. It's our corset binding, you guys. Isn't it gorgeous? Isn't it just beautiful? And then I'm going to take this over here and tie it right up at the top in a cute little bow. Because that's what I like. I like the little bows. It looks like a ballerina slipper. I love it. And you can let this dangle. We just might do it a little bit tighter. Give me 1 second so I can get that bow right. There we go. Oh, look at that. And we're just in time. And you could take off the little tails. Take off the little tails. There we go. I love it, you guys. I love it. Isn't that darling? It's so cute. So you can do this with the little Golden's book. And of course, we can fill it with beautiful things. Pockets, tabs, tucks, you name it. Isn't it gorgeous? You can also decorate the front. I mean, if you wanted to, you can do little things like you can cover this up with a little piece of paper. Oh, that looks neat. Maybe we'll do that. Let's do that. Let's just do it. You can do anything you want. Anything you want. Anything. There is no rules. Remember, I told you that. There's no rules. You make the rules. You're the boss. You get to be the boss. Isn't it fun being your own boss? When you're grown up, you get to be your own boss. Okay. There we go. I may even do something over here in the corner. I'm not exactly sure yet. But rather than throw this little Golden's book cover away, because I did use the papers on the inside. It was so cute, little donkey. I just made a new book out of it. All right, well, thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day, and I'll see you again tomorrow for day 64. Bye, you guys. I hope you enjoy. I hope you make one of these open-spined corset journals. The Twisted Binding. Bye for now, you guys.